We've all gotten used to treating AI like a really smart, very fast consultant. You can ask it to draft an email, outline a marketing strategy, or brainstorm ideas, and it gives you a great starting point. But if you ask that same AI to actually build a functioning website or launch and manage that marketing campaign, it hits a wall. It hands you a step-by-step text guide and leaves you to do all the heavy lifting yourself. We are seeing a shift in how these systems are built. We're moving past software that only knows how to talk toward workers that are equipped to actually do the work. Coming up with a great idea is no longer the hardest part of a project. The real bottleneck is the manual labor required to bring that idea to life. This brings us to a new platform called Perplexity Computer. It represents a different approach to AI architecture, one that replaces the single chatbot with an autonomous workforce. Instead of relying on one massive brain to try and do every task poorly, Perplexity acts as a general contractor. It manages a crew of 19 specialized AI models, routing the right job to the exact right tool. You give it a high-level goal, and then you step away. The system autonomously breaks down the project and assigns the necessary subtasks to its crew of digital subcontractors. You are no longer prompting the AI step by step. You step into the role of the client, simply waiting for the final deliverable to arrive. Let's look at how this works in practice. Imagine you need a live digital dashboard that tracks snow conditions and ticket prices across European ski resorts. Your request goes straight to the orchestrator, a model called Claude Opus, which acts as the central manager for the entire operation. It doesn't instantly start spitting out code. First, the manager writes a comprehensive project plan. It takes your single sentence and splits your goal into distinct, actionable lanes for data gathering, visual design, and software coding. This planning phase is crucial. Building something complex requires architectural structure and clear delegation before a single piece of work actually begins. Once the blueprint is set, the manager deploys its specialists, and they all start working on their assigned tasks at the exact same time. One model, acting as the researcher, scours the web. It finds live weather databases and connects to APIs. An API, or Application Programming Interface, is a digital bridge that lets two different software systems share data. Simultaneously, an artist model drafts the layout, generating custom mountain icons and formatting the user interface. At the same time, a coder model writes the back-end logic to tie that fresh data and new art together into a functional web page. By having specialized models working concurrently, a method known as parallel processing, the system avoids the delays of waiting for one model to finish a sequence of tasks one by one. Of course, real-world projects rarely go perfectly smoothly. A link might be dead, or a piece of code might fail to run. Traditional AI systems would simply crash, throw an error message, and wait for you to figure out what went wrong. But here, the central manager detects the failure. It independently researches an alternative solution, routes a detour around the problem, and implements the fix, all while you are away from your desk. It will only pause and ask for your help if it hits a hard security wall, like needing a password or human authorization to proceed. A tool breaks and waits to be fixed. A worker encounters a problem and finds a way to solve it. You return an hour later, and that single sentence you typed has become a fully functional, live updating ski dashboard. This same process applies far beyond building websites. If you need corporate research, the system can monitor your competitors across the web and autonomously generate a structured spreadsheet of their pricing changes every week. For web maintenance, you can schedule it to scan your company's site every night, locate any broken links, and independently write the code to patch them before morning. It can even connect directly to advertising platforms. The manager will run campaigns, detect when an audience is getting tired of an image, and autonomously swap in freshly generated graphics to keep performance high. We are looking at a process that scales up from automating individual tasks to automating the workflows of entire organizational departments. We have moved past simple digital assistants and are now employing digital workers. The heavy lifting of technical execution, writing the code, formatting the data, and designing the layout is no longer a barrier keeping your ideas from launching. Think about the projects you've put on hold because you didn't have the team to build them. Now picture having an entire specialized digital crew sitting at your desk, just waiting for their first assignment. When you have a system that can handle the labor, the only limit left is the scale of what you decide to build.